Hello and welcome to the first lesson. In this lesson, we're gonna just install Python. Let's start by going to Google. Let me just grab Google here and Google, and let's just write download Python. Go to the first URL. You're gonna find the download button. You click on it. You wait for it. And then you just click on it to run it. All right. So since I already have Python installed in my machine, it's asking me to modify or repair it. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just click repair um to get like a screen right like yours. But what you're gonna get is path, and I need you to check that path. You're just gonna get a path. It's gonna ask you for adding Python to the path. I want you to add and check that path, and then click install or next, and it's gonna just install it for you. And now let's just wait for it. You just need to wait for it, and then you can start using your Python. So in this video, I just want you to be able to run your Python as well. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna just go, let's let it run in until it complete installing Python. And I want you to create a folder and call it scripts or whatever you need to call it. And this is what we're gonna use in our course to learn. We can just create with me and go step by step with me so that you can just practice and keep your every line we wrote, you keep it in our computer. So let's go inside of this scripts folder and let's start lesson by lesson. Lesson number one. Actually, we don't need a folder for it. We just need uh, a file. So lesson number one. And this is how to create a Python script. You just create the file and then make sure that it ends with a .py. So Python extension is .py. So every Python file has to be ending with a .py. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Let's just hit enter. Okay. And here we are. Now what I want you to do is just right click on the script and open it with any editor you have in your PC. For me, I'll just open it with Sublime. You can open it with any editor. Now, what we're gonna do is just to type our first comment, our first line of code. So let's start by using the print. So what is print? Actually, in Python, if you want just to display something on the command prompt on the console, what I mean, you just write the print statement. So the print statement is just print and followed by opening the parentheses and closing the parentheses. And inside of the parentheses, you just write whatever you want to write. So for example, let's write hello world. But this is not going to work. I will show you that it's not going to work. And the reason why, it's because it needs every phrase or word or character needs to be inside quotes. That's how we determine if this is a string or not. So if you delete the quotes, it's not gonna work. But now let's test it with quotes and without quotes, okay? So with quotes, it's gonna just work pretty fine. Now, how to run this lesson1.py file? You can just double click on it if you have Python like as a default runner. But what I really recommend is just clicking here on the top. You see here in the top, and type cmd. It's gonna just give you a command prompt, and this command prompt is located in the scripts folder, which is good for us because we're gonna just type Python right now, and followed by the name of the Python file. So our Python file is called lesson1.py. So let's just keep it as it is and hit enter. And it just wrote hello world for us. If we just delete this, look at this. If we just delete it, we're gonna get our first error. You see, it's saying invalid syntax. Perhaps you forgot a comma. No, we forgot. We didn't forgot a comma. We just forgot um, the quotes. And you can use single quotes and double quotes as you want. It works as well like that. So if you just want to do it with those quotes, you can do it. And if we run it again, hello world. That's great. Now I'll just give you a tip, which is cleaning the console. So if you want to just clean it, you write CLS, and that's gonna just clean it for you. And the second thing I want to give you on this lesson, the first lesson, is comments. So what are comments? In any programming language, the majority of them have comments. So what is comments? So if you want to just tell the developer that is going to read the script, if you want to tell him what you are doing, or if you just want to just remember what is it for, you can create comments. So for example, if this we want to say the print print um this print code is going to display anything for us. If you want to remind yourself what is this print, for example, so you want just to write a description. But as you see here, this is going to be a problem because the interpreter is gonna just think that this is code and this is not just something that you are trying to write. As you see, so what we're gonna do is just write this hashtag. So this tag is going just to tell Python this is a comment. This is not considered as a code. Don't run it. So if we do this and go here and just let's CLS to clean it first and then run it again, hello world, and we don't have any problems. So this is the lesson number 1, and thank you very much. See you in the next lesson.